All right, folks, we're back with another episode of Storyalizes.
Yes, sir.
I am Pierre.
I'm Chris.
He is Chris. Great.
I'm Chris. Put a T at the end of that.
He's also crisp. He's a very
Crisp.
good-looking man. We get it, Christian. We get it. So Christian sat me down and said, Pierre, we're done with the poems. I can't take this shit any longer. We either do a show or we're back to anime. So he allowed me to choose Dark Matter. He's such a considerate guy. So yes, we are reacting to Dark Matter.
He's lying out of his ass right now.
So it is what it is. Great. So, all right, Christian. All right. You know, I've been raving all year, well, for a while, that like Apple TV does not miss. So it is what it is. We're doing Dark Matter.
You set the bar pretty damn high for me, at least.
Crazy shit. Oh no, the writers of Apple TV, like TV shows, or on some other level. Anyway, and I know you'd be. This would be a topic that you would fucking be interested in just because of all the layers and complexities, and it is what it is. So, great. All right.
Not to mention the fantastic acting. That is super important to me, too. As important as the story is, if the actors can't sell it to me, then it's like...
Yeah, I think I texted you this, right? I was like, yeah, it's one thing to like play your twin or play different characters like Split, James McAvoy. I can never pronounce his last name. Yeah, like you've seen Split, right? He was Patricia, he was the Beast. Okay, if you haven't, it is what it is. Okay, or Halle Berry, Annie and... I forgot. Anyway, people that play different people, personalities is one thing, but someone who plays different version of himself with different character traits. When you can see the person, you're like, okay, that's Jason 2. Oh, that's Jason 1. Like that takes a lot. Like, that's another fucking level of just elite acting. Well, to us, right? Because we're just commoners here. We don't know. This might be just the basic benchmark to make it in Hollywood, but we don't know.
Oh, but, no. This is definitely not the base. This is not the benchmark.
It's not?
There's some god-awful acting out there. Oh, my God. You don't got to be an expert to tell some of this acting out there is pretty shit.
Okay. This is true. Okay, right. So, show start. Dark Matter, episode 1. Some motherfucker step out of a box. What the fuck? We don't know. We meet Mr. Jason Dessen. Good guy, you know, family man. Like,
fantastic voice. Oh my God.
The voice of Jason?
Jesus Christ. He doesn't miss a single beat when he talks, dude.
Jason has a fantastic voice. Wait, Jason 2 or Jason 1? Which
both of them. Because like when he was giving the lecture in the class, he was like, someone was like, oh, poor cat. And he was like, oh, I was right. I can't replicate it right now, but just the way he delivered it was so natural. It's fucking beautiful, man. What a great just that single scene was fantastic. Like that's the energy I want when I'm speaking. Yes, it was beautiful.
Oh wait, didn't you tell me this? No, not you. Oh, Christian, not you. I listen to this podcast a lot, Diary of a CEO, and this guy, this good public speaker, was speaking about his ability to master his craft at public speaking. He followed a bunch of the other great speakers, and they speak per beat, like you just said, beat something. He said. Like there's this sequence of like they speak in that,
which like
is
a cadence.
Captivating. There's a cadence.
Yes.
So maybe that is what you're talking about. But
yes,
regardless, Jason's
ridiculous.
Jason's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, he have his wife, his son Charlie. They're living in Chicago. It is what it is. Little details, right? Like you said, we're gonna focus on the main shits, which is true. Like little details. As he's in the car with Charlie, Jason, Ryan called him, and Ryan said, "Hey, I won the Pavia. It should have been you. I know this, and you know this." Just because the Pavia. Like, okay, so what is Pavia? I was like, what is that? I didn't even Google it, but based on this episode, it's just this prestigious physicist, like, award, I guess. That and he mentioned it in the same episode to his wife. He gets $1 million, and doors open up to him for future grants. So, that's pretty cool. Crazy shit. All right, and then now we're getting to him being a professor because he gets to work. He's a professor, physics professor at Lakemont. Yes, and Schrodinger's cat. Which he tells all of us what the fuck that is. So go ahead, Christian. Get crazy at Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah. All right. So, full disclosure. All right, I'm not an expert in the field of quantum physics, nor have I done extensive research in the field. However, I have done superficial research for the sake of my own curiosity and to engage with the show further. And specifically, I looked up Schrodinger's cat because I keep hearing this experiment that happens over the course of my life, and I never really took the time to figure out what it is. So I decided to do that here, and it led me down a rabbit hole of information about quantum physics, incredibly interesting stuff going on here, and the fact that they started this show with Schrodinger's cat, incredible. Because I'm gonna touch on what I've learned and hopefully give a little more clarity on why they snuck in this example by Erwin Schrodinger. He's the name of the guy, because it might go over the heads of some people why this is a thing. All right, so like Jason mentions in his lecture that you talked about, there's a box, and within this box there's three things. There's a cat, there's a vial of poison, and then there's a single radioactive atom, and then there's a Geiger counter. So four things. The Geiger counter, that's a tool that detects radiation, and if the Geiger counter in the box detects radiation, that means that the single atom in the box has decayed, and it will trigger a hammer to break the vial of poison, which would kill the cat, and that's just the Schrodinger's cat experiment. And or that's at least the initial setup of it. And this setup allows scientists to discuss the role of superposition, which is a naturally occurring paradox in the reality we live in. So, but keep this in mind, that this whole scenario, this Schrodinger's cat, is a thought experiment, and actually putting a cat in a box and doing everything else, that's unrealistic. It's just a way to scale up what's happening at the very micro level, for the sake of understanding this paradox that's happening in reality. So essentially, the paradox says that until a particle is observed, somehow, by human perception, it exists in a state of superposition, which means it exists in all of its possible states simultaneously. And this isn't just an assumption, this is based in sound mathematical evidence. So when the particle is observed, all the possible states collapse into a single definite state. So, to give another extreme oversimplification, imagine if someone says to you, I assume there is a cat or a dog or a snake or a rabbit behind me. To determine what is there, I have to turn around and actually observe it with my own eyes. Otherwise, there is a possibility that any animal in existence is behind me. It plays with the idea of probabilities. But there's three variables at play with superposition. Number one, an unknown scenario that isn't being observed. Number two, all the possibilities that can occur within that scenario. And then number three, the act of observing the scenario to collapse the possibilities in your mind so that only one possibility remains, whatever it is you see in front of you. So if we circle back to the cat, the unknown scenario that's being observed is the cat in the closed box. And the cat is currently in a state of superposition. There's two possibilities within this scenario. The cat is alive or the cat is dead. The act of observing the scenario to collapse the possibilities, aka determine if it's dead or alive, is us opening the box. Right? So, with that context, there is a philosophical debate on whether superposition implies the existence of parallel universes. A different perspective on what happens when we observe a particle in that superposition state. So it says, when an observation is made, the universe splits into two non-communicating branches, and each branch corresponds to one of the possible outcomes of that observation. And if we apply Schrodinger's cat, when the box is open, the universe would split into two branches. In one branch, the cat is alive, and then in the other branch, the cat is dead. So, I know that was long, but in summary, there's one side of a scientific debate that is born from the idea of superposition, and it says that when the box is opened, in Schrodinger's cat, the universe splits off into two branches, where the cat is alive and where the cat is dead. This show is leaning on the side of the debate that says, or basically the parallel universe interpretation. It's leaning on that as a foundation to explain why two Jasons can exist at the same time. Jason is the cat. His box, I guess, was open somehow, and then two versions of himself are meeting together in this episode. This is why I'm assuming they're starting off this whole series with Schrodinger's cat, because of all the context that I just mentioned. And again, this was like what? They showed this scene in like a minute. So all this stuff could easily just go over somebody's head if they don't look into it, and of course, a lot of people probably wouldn't. So, yeah, that's. I think this what I just said. All this scientific mumbo jumbo, all this lingo. It's like they are doing their due diligence to set up the show in a way that's meaningful. Like they're putting thought into what's happening here. It's not just like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a show about parallel universes. Yeah,
there's substantiating evidence. There's science
exactly
behind that.
Exactly, and it's rounding out his character because he's supposed to be a professor, right? He's supposed to be an incredibly brilliant guy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great. They started off with this, and I fucking love it. It's beautiful.
Okay, Christian. Okay, this is great. So then, episode's going on still. We see Jason. Jason walks into a storage unit. Jason's wearing a T-shirt. Who's this? Who the fuck is this Jason? And Jason's taking down notes. Monday, there's nothing on Monday. Daniela trains on Fridays. Jason, I teach on Wednesday. We're like, Jason, why are you taking notes? Why is Jason taking notes? Because Jason 2 has been tracking Jason 1. This is Jason 2. Oh shit, we don't know. Ryan's party, because he had to go. Because, like we mentioned, Ryan called him and said, hey, it should have been you. I won. Come celebrate with me. Notice, Christian, his wife asked him, are you happy for Ryan? And he's like,
he was not happy.
Of course. Yeah. And Ryan's like, okay, then go show him. This is just to show you that she understands Ryan winning the Pavia. Ryan is, mutual good friend. Ryan's a good friend of Daniela and Jason. But the wife just understands that as a human being, it's okay to be jealous. And I would understand if you are, because you too are a very incredible physicist who is teaching at fucking Lakemont while homeboy is getting the Pavia award and shit, and he's balling out. So I know how I can make you feel, but I need you to remember this is your friend also. So go support him. It's just, the little things are just so cute. It's just crazy shit. But like you said, right? He gets he gets the Ryan celebration party, and Ryan mentioned again, those notes were essential. So Jason had a big hand to play in Ryan winning that Pavia award. Like, yeah, he wasn't just some best friend on the side. Like, my boy contributed to Ryan's success, which is kind of cool. Like, why am I hinting at this? There's a reason why I'm hinting to this, but it is what it is. Of course, he leaves, like you said, to go home. He's so upset, Christian, that he doesn't pick up Daniela's call. Because you're human. Like, fuck, this motherfucker is living every fucking thing that I probably should have lived. You know? That's even why, I think that's even why he was reluctant to even tell Ryan yes with the job offer. Actually, no, there's several reasons. He actually loved his life. Like, you can tell from his interaction with his family and his son, Charlie. He loves it. And this is to take me out of Chicago and put me in California. I was like, I don't know about that. I understand. And of course, homeboy gets abducted. Great. Crazy shit.
Well, you know, there's one thing. There's one thing that I like. One detail I want to call out.
Yeah.
Before you go into that, when he was at the bar in the very beginning, when he walked in and he was being introduced to all the people that came to celebrate, and they were so disrespectful, dude. And that like, because they were saying they were gassing up Ryan. That's the guy's name, right? Ryan.
Yeah.
And they were saying, "Oh man, you are so lucky. You know Ryan. What is it you do again?"
I know. Right?
He was like, I'm a professor. And they were like,
yeah. A dead silence. And he had to break it. He's like, well, I'm also in the Ryan fan group. I was like,
yeah.
Which is insane. But
just
to show you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. If you put what?
No, I was just gonna say if you ever had that scenario where like you have to go to like a social event or whatever, and like you're kind of dreading it a little bit. This is like if you put yourself in the shoes of Jason, it's like, man, he was already dreading this, and then his dread is being realized as soon as he gets in the bar. Yeah. He gets belittled. He gets belittled. He gets reminded that he missed out on this opportunity. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah, I like that Ryan is cognizant of his help. Because Ryan tries. He's like, hey, I just have some friend. Please come meet them. Hey, give us the most expensive, the McLaren, whatever the fuck name of that bottle is. You can tell this is a friend who appreciates that. At the same time, you can also understand Jason's frustration. It's like, it's so beautifully fucking done. I love Apple TV, but crazy shit. But it is what it is. He gets abducted, right? A bunch of key details in that abduction. Guy put him in the car, start driving. Give me your phone. Why does he need his phone? Okay. Why does he? Well, we finished the episode, right? This is for episode 1. Give me your phone. Why does he need his phone? Because I'm gonna take your phone. Passcode. Dad's birthday reverse, right? Oh shit. What? Which is crazy. Because he's in shock. He's not thinking, wait, Dad's birthday reverse. Dad only had one son, me. But who would fucking think at that time I'm being abducted by me?
Oh well, I guess. Yeah, I see. Yeah,
you wouldn't think of that. I wouldn't think of that because there's just shit's happening too quick, Christian. You're being held at gunpoint. You can't think of anything. I understand.
Yeah, and because I didn't think of it as him saying that it's like our dad. I thought of it as like him just quickly saying, "Oh, hey, it's your dad's birthday in reverse," right? But I didn't think of it that way. That he basically
Yeah.
said it's our dad because we're the same person.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Homeboy's shocked. You know, you're being held at gunpoint. That's forgivable. It is what it is. Everyone's reaction. You saw Ryan. What did you talk about? To get up to speed when I get home. Like, this man is so smart. All these questions are so I can take your life and continue it without no
Yeah.
break.
He's it's so fucked up, man. Put yourself in this scenario.
It's
What the
just,
hell?
it's freaking genius. Oh, he takes the wedding ring off. Why do you take the wedding ring off? Because I'm about to be you, bitch. Oh, it's so fucking good. Take off your clothes so I can
And
put on
dude,
your clothes.
Why did he just hit him? Like he got in the car and then he just hit him for fun. Like, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Calm
Right?
down.
Oh, no, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna have to. Well, okay, no, we don't have to get to that. Wait. Full disclosure, I've already finished the show. Yeah,
I haven't.
Yeah, you haven't. You're watching as we discuss. Yeah, for sure. Why did he hit him? I think he hits him because Jason 2, well, Jason 1, in our world, Jason 2 is the intruder. See Jason 1 as such a failure or something. I don't know. That's probably what I
Oh,
think.
you think it was just like some misplaced aggression?
Yeah, it's like, hit you in the back in the head. Don't fucking try anything stupid, you fucking loser. Like Ryan offer you a job, the fuck out of here.
Damn.
So yeah, crazy shit, right? But then Christian, after drugging him, he asked him, "Are you happy with your life?" Jason 2 asked Jason 1, "Are you happy with your life, or are you wondering what else you could have been?" He answers, "What else I could have been." So homeboy actually was, of course, he's human, you know. He knows he's fucking smart. He knows he's been supplying the notes for homeboy to win his prestigious award. Like, he knows his potential is not being tapped to its fullest strength. So of course he's like, "Yes, I wonder what it could have been." And homeboy say, "I'm sorry, I'm doing this for us, both of us." And he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." Shit. Which he says that again later as he's fucking homeboy's wife. And she's like, "Where did you get this?" And he said, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." Crazy shit. Okay, so Jason is abducted. Great, this is what happened. So Jason wakes up. Jason number one wakes up. Where the fuck am I? Doctors come in. Some badass Hispanic woman come in. All right, she's not. They're all cute. Amanda is so attractive. The women in the show are freaking attractive. Even Daniela's friend, the lawyer. Oh, crazy shit. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. Amanda comes in. "Baby, you don't know me?" What do you mean? Like, I'm
Yeah,
Amanda.
I was confused for a second. I didn't know if that was like if that was his same wife or that was a different wife because
Wait,
the
what?
long hair threw me off a little.
What?
Yeah, when he first woke up, I was like, I was trying to. It wasn't super clear to me because they had different hairstyles.
Christian, Daniela's a white woman. Amanda's Hispanic, I think.
Oh wait. Oh wait, no. Okay, I'm confusing myself. Yeah, you're right. Okay, no, it was a different woman who came in at the beginning.
They all look
That
alike.
was not his
Christian.
wife.
They all look
No,
alike.
no,
It is what it
no,
is.
no.
Let me
It's
be more
just
specific. Jason
it
1.
does-
It's okay, Christian. It's okay.
No.
Jason 1 wakes up in Jason 2's world. Where the fuck am I? Doctors come in, you know, like they freaking wash him up, take a bunch of tests, like you're all good, but some shit's going on. It is what it is. And it is what it is. We need you to come report to the fucking board. Amanda comes in. "Bitch, I don't fucking know you." Yes, what are you talking about? Okay, it is what it is.
Oh wait, hold on. That's why I was confused because
happening?
I thought it was he lost his memory. Like I thought when he woke up, he didn't remember who he was or where he was. So I thought they were taking advantage of the fact that he has amnesia and
Oh.
brought in a woman who was supposed to be like his
Oh.
wife to the other version. That's what I was thinking.
Wait, that's what you thought? Wait.
Yeah.
Even after you finished the episode, that thought stayed?
No. I'm saying in the beginning, like when I first saw this
Yeah.
scene, I was trying to figure out if that was his wife that
Oh.
we've come to know, or if that was like a different woman who is a wife in another reality. You know?
Because I didn't know until the end of the episode when he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And we see another Jason like going into his home. I'm like, yeah. Until the end, I didn't know you're in a different world because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, these people maybe are playing you. You know, these people maybe are holding you here. But as they talk more and more, I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on here. Yeah. At first, I thought it was a lie too, but then things became like too clear. So yeah, Amanda brings him up right in front of the board. Like, how do you not know you are? "I'm Amanda. I'm a fucking lab psychiatrist. This is Leighton, the black guy, the CEO, and you're Jason, our chief science advisor and co-founder." He's like, "What the fuck?" Almost like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Jason, you've been gone for 14 months. What the fuck are you doing?" We don't fucking know. That is what it is. Jason escapes because, of course, like, who are these people? What are these people trying to tell me? I need to get to my house. They flip to Jason 1's world, where Jason 2 is in there. Jason 2 walks into the house. He's so good. You know how you can spot a narcissist, or you can spot someone with a superiority complex. Like, that's what I'm saying. When someone's playing himself, but a douchebag version of himself, and does it so well. Like, he's walking to the home. He's looking around to get acclimated. And he's also so smart. He's not triggered by anything, because this is the first time. Like, you'd be excited. Like, oh shit, I finally get to see Daniela. He's like, let me do everything subtly. Let me be very meticulous. He tries to touch her. Do you see how he reluctantly touches her?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so smart. Because he's like, I can't give this up. I can't do anything that will make this go, to give this away that, hey, you're not my husband. Like, let me slowly try and touch her. Like, oh, you know, one girl's mad. Hey, I brought in ice cream. You know, it is what it is. And then, of course, Ryan asked me to join him for a job, but, you know, I didn't. I told him I'd have to talk to you. Notice how he says that, Christian? Because that's not who he is.
He's trying to feel her out. He's trying to work with context clues.
No, but the thing is, he's top dog. He's an alpha or some shit. Not that Jason 1 is beta. As in, he would never talk to his wife to be like, let me come and talk to you. Well, it's just...
Because, you know, we talked about how he's a smooth talker in the classroom. You know, his cadence is wild. It's always wild.
It is, but he's a dominant person. It's just, like, he's to feel himself into other Jason's shoes. There's so much he has to change about himself that he will not do. Right? It's some crazy shit. Because this guy's just... Like, it's so crazy. And he asked her, you know, what did I tell you when we started to do this? She said, yeah, you said at the end of your life, you would rather have memories of me than a cold, sterile lab, which is kind of cute, which is how they got to live their whole life. It is what it is. Great. So they take us to Jason 1. Jason 1 is back in Jason 2's world. He gets home. What the fuck? What's going on in my house? Crazy shit, Christian. How the fuck did Amanda beat him to the house? Like, I don't understand. Because Jason 1 left, ran away, got into a cab. Jason 1 got home in Jason 2's world. Amanda's already in the home.
Well, they showed us him, like, walking. He ran a pretty far distance. Like, remember he was running up to, like, he was in these weeds and he ran up to a coastline?
Yes.
So a lot of time passed.
That is true. Yeah. Another thing, too. Notice the house is more bachelor-like. Like, it's... Like, when you see Jason 1's house in his world, you see nice paintings, you see colors. This is red, this is blue. Jason 2's house, although he's living with a woman, Amanda, like notice it's still like bachelor pad-ish looking. I'm reading too much. Yeah, go ahead.
I took that as he's just, you know, he's wealthy as fuck, so he can.
Yes, he's wealthy, but at the same time, it's not like.
Jason 1's home is more modest.
It's modest, but it's also homey. There's a bunch of colors because there's a family. Your kid lives there. You know, there's paintings. There's beautiful pictures of him and his kid and his wife. Mm-hmm. All these things I'm mentioning, to me, they just bleed into Jason 2's personality, his character.
Like, that's fair.
It's just... Jason 2 is the dude. That's the fucking man, Christian. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
Shit. Even sex with his wife. Jason 1 wasn't that freaking... it's oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, she was a bit surprised by his
she's like, who is this man?
Assertiveness. Yeah.
like shit. Yeah. Oh, it is insane, man, to play another version of yourself. Oh my goodness. And just to make that distinction so clear for every time someone see you, to know exactly which one it is. That's talent, man. It's crazy.
Very subtle.
But yeah, the episode end, right? It's like he takes Daniela upstairs and freaking gives Daniela the night of her life. It's just like, and Jason 2 is just running, because the fuck? Like, yeah, Jason 1 is just running, because Jason 1 gets to his house, think it's his house, but it's Jason 2's house. Where is the room for Charlie's room? It's all my awards. Like, I never won these awards. I didn't win the Pavia. I didn't have all these medals. It's like, what the fuck is this?
This is bullshit.
It's bullshit. It's crazy shit. And yeah, the episode ends. That's how the episode ends. Fucking pumped.
Great start.
Great start. That's crazy shit. No, like I told you, man, Apple TV does not fucking miss Christian. Like, I have been on an Apple TV freaking, like, what's the noun for when you've been on an Apple TV?
Tear.
What is that?
Mm-hmm. It's like a streak.
Streak. Yes. Dude. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, Apple TV does not miss for me. Like I've stopped watching Netflix and shit a while ago. These shows just do it.
I've been pretty disappointed in American television. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
And it's such
nice
a niche, bro. Like it's not even advertised. Like you barely see a commercial of an Apple TV show because Apple's a fucking billion-dollar company, so I guess they don't really care about advertising their entertainment department.
Oh no, they.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of people with Apple TV subscriptions, but I am so content. I fucking love it. Trying, such a beautiful story of a British couple trying to have a kid. Dude, heartfelt, cries, laughter. Nah, yeah. I watch at least like I'm currently watching at least like 4 TV shows on like Apple TV, like, as we speak. But yeah, no, this has been the domain for a while. But yeah, this was episode 1 of fucking Dark Matter. Christian, what else do you have to say for yourself? Do you have anything?
Nope. Great start.
Great start. All right, we're done.
Yep.
It's been real. Bye. I'm going to sleep.
All right. See ya.
6:53. Jesus Christ.